Hey, what's going on, guys? So what I have in for repair today is a Surface, Microsoft Surface, and there it is. What's going on with it is, let me see if I get that inside. You see that lifting right here, or this side? That's the battery actually pushing the screen out. So what we're going to do is replace this tablet's battery with a different battery. So let's get into that video, okay? So here we are underneath um, the actual camera over here. You can see it on the warmer, so that's what you're seeing. Kind of slide this back a little bit more, get this out of the way a little bit. So this is it on the warmer. We're just heating it up a little bit, just enough that we can either get our playing cards underneath or our plastic pry tool to lift the screen out. Okay, I'll just get a new one of those cards, plastic cards. And here it is, one of those plastic cards. So let's go ahead and let's start the removal process of this screen. Okay. So what I'd like to do is let's first try to see if this will work a little bit before we start adding some alcohol to it. Yep. And this looks like it's cutting through it. But we're still going to add some alcohol to it just to kind of soften up the adhesive. We just add the alcohol right to the card and we'll just kind of let it seep in just like that. And then we just keep going. Every few seconds, I just stop, add just one drop, and it helps the process of lifting the screen out, okay? Yeah, that battery is pretty bad. I usually see this on like iPhones, and you know that the battery is bad when you see it like that, so. But let's continue. We're going to go this way because over on this side looks like it wants to be a pain right here. But let's just try a little bit more and let's see what happens. Okay, and we got most of that side lifted already. So we have it all the way to here, I think. And we keep this going. Okay, I don't like that feeling, so I'm gonna put it back on the heater again. This is probably gonna be the last time it's gonna be on the heater because I think after this it should come right out. We shouldn't have any problems with it. But just to make sure, we're gonna just take our time and slowly get this screen out without causing any issues and have a nice clean repair. And like I said before, you can really tell how lifted the screen is. Look at that. It's pretty much out. I just want to take my time getting like over here. Just like that. And down here is really being a pain to lift. So that's probably where the adhesive is probably the strongest. So I really want to be careful. See if we can heat it up enough to kind of get the screen out. Because I didn't even check where the ribbon cable was, and that's also important, is to check to see where your ribbon cables are connected. That way you don't damage them on your way in. So that's really one of the things I'm also worried about, is damaging the ribbon cable. Otherwise I'm cracking the screen. and I can't really see where the cable is. Okay, so the cable is in the middle somewhere, so it's not that big of a deal, at least as far as I could see. Okay, and we still have some adhesive over here holding the screen in. Okay, and there we go. We can see everything. The battery's right here. You can see how puffed up the battery is. We'll go ahead and we'll replace that. So let's just go ahead and let's disconnect whatever we can, and then we'll do the screen and install the new battery. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got this connector up. Okay, we got the screen disconnected. Let's go ahead and let's remove this battery. It looks like the battery has some kind of clip on it. I have the battery that the customer ordered right here. Just want to make sure that it is the same one. Okay, so we've disconnected the battery, which is right here, this ribbon cable. So let's go ahead and let's remove this battery as safe as possible. So I'm going to heat it up just a little bit, just enough to kind of get the battery adhesive underneath it to kind of loosen up, and that way we can pop this battery out without causing it to explode or anything like that. Let me just put this off to the side because it seems like I'm ready to damage it, which I don't want to do. Alright, so we're getting this battery slowly out. Has pretty good adhesive. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So just take your time if you're getting this battery out. I'm not using any metal tools. I'm only using plastic. Just avoid puncturing the battery. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm just taking my time and I'm just slowly applying pressure as I am pulling the battery upwards. And just like that, we got that battery out. Okay? So this already has adhesive on there, and this one also comes with its own. I could peel that off, but there's no sense in that. Line up the battery holes, place the battery down. I haven't connected up the battery yet because I don't want to connect it up until I actually have the screen connected. Okay, and let's go ahead and let's connect up our screen first before we connect up our battery. Connect that up. Okay, and we have that in place. Let's go ahead and let's put our tape back over it. That holds it in place. And now let's plug in our battery. Okay, our battery's plugged in. And let's go ahead and let's test it. Let's see if it even powers on first. And then we can go ahead and plug up the battery, because I did try to plug up the battery before. Okay, so it does power on. Let's make sure that it does charge. And let's see what kind of current we're getting as far as charging goes. So it turns on. Okay, and it looks like it's charging fine. Yep, so there it is. Yep, and it's charging. So I think that's good. Okay. And the adhesive is strong enough to hold it back in place. So that's it for this repair. Okay. All right, guys. So you see me replace the battery on this Microsoft Surface. If you got one, that's how you actually replace the battery on it, by taking it apart. And let's see if even if I wanted to get the screen back off, I'd be risking it. So we'll just leave it the way it is. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.